Good morning, everyone. How you all doing today? I'm reporting from the United States, the state of Maryland, the city of Baltimore. Once more, here in the United States, we had another horrific incident that took place. This time, it's taking place in California. Here's the title of the article: Gunman kills 12 in horrific mass shooting at Thousand Oaks Bar, packed with college students. Another shooting, more violence that seems to be happening at least every week, every 3 months, or every 3 weeks here in the United States. Right here you see these people in this article, young people. I'm sure they're in their 20s or late teens. I don't see nobody in their 60s or 50 here. The people who got killed, I'm estimating, was in their 20s or late teens. Let me read the article. A gunman threw smoke bombs and rained bullets on a crowd of hundreds inside a Thousand Oaks bar that is popular with college students Wednesday night, leaving 12 dead, including a sheriff's sergeant shot trying to stop the carnage. So we see this perpetrator, he went there with the intent of killing. He was so intent, he was involved with a shootout with that sheriff. The massacre occurred at the Borderline Bar and Grill, with the assailant firing wildly into the crowd. He didn't pick out anybody. He didn't go there angry with one person or two person. He just did not care. He wanted to take as many people out as he can. He did not have no agenda. He was not angry with his girlfriend. He was not angry for a guy for beating him at a video game. He just wanted to kill for the sake of killing. In addition to the dead, 10 other people may have been injured, according to Sheriff Geoff Dean, who added that it's too early to know if the shooter took his own life. Usually they do. The cowards go there, hurt everybody else, take as many lives as they can, then they usually turn right around and pull a trigger on themselves because they do not want to go to prison. They don't want to have their face on television. The gunman burst into the bar around 11:20 p.m., which was on Wednesday. The shooting took place Thursday morning. Cloaked in all black, he knew what it was. He knew what he was doing. He went there like an assassin. He went there like a ninja. All black. Ventura County Sheriff Department Sergeant Ron Hillis and a California Highway Patrol officer entered the bar first and were met with gunfire from the suspect. Soon as those officers walked in, they met gunfire. The shooter shot at them. They didn't shoot at him first. He shot at them. He went in there to destroy human life, whose identity was not immediately known. Hillis was shot several times and died at an area hospital. I'm sorry for the loss. Early Thursday morning, according to Dean. Hillis, a 29-year veteran of the Sheriff Department, was planning to retire next year. Dean said he died a hero. He died on duty, which every cop usually want to do. Now, everybody want to live a long life. We all do. We all want to live until we 80 or 90. No one want to leave when they 20, 30, 40, or 50, 60, 70. We want to live a long life. We want our body to live so long that it just give out on its own. He is survived by a son and his wife, whom he caught before entering the bar, Dean said. That's one thing I do like about the age that we live in now, because we have these cell phones. Like, if y'all remember from 9/11, the incident that happened in New York, many of those people called their loved ones to tell them what was going on. And sad to say, some of them called to say goodbye. But at least they was able to call their loved one in the last moments of their life. So technically they did not die alone. They did not die by themselves. They died thinking of their loved ones in their heart, and they died hearing the voice of their loved ones. Continue on with the article. It's a horrific incident, Dean said. It's part of the horrors that are happening in our country everywhere, weekly. And I think it's impossible to put any logic or sense to the senseless. There's never no logic to why these killings happen. Months later, the media never tell us why he did this. And it's usually always a man who do it. I don't want to tell you what ethnic group he belongs to. I leave that up to you. But it's usually always a man. This community in my 41 years had never experienced anything like this, he added. Every community, one time or the other, going to experience some incident. All of them. Witness reported a horrifying scene as gunfire echoed through the club and those inside ran for cover. In some cases using chairs to break windows to escape the building. Others hid in bathrooms and an attic as they frantically called loved ones who were hearing reports of the shooting. Now in my mind, this Hollywood doing. And all those Hollywood scenes where there's some type of shooting going on, Hollywood love to show people running for their lives. It never showed them trying to say, let's save ourselves. As we saw earlier, they was using chairs, not a chair. It didn't say a chair. It said chairs to break out windows. So why couldn't those people took those chairs and throw it at the shooter? At least you would have thrown him off guard. And if he would have stumbled off guard, people could have attacked him. No, Hollywood got us so brainwashed into running for our lives and being helpless ducks. For the shooter, we just run and he just shoot us. Usually get shot in the back because you running for your life. They should have taken those chairs. If you know you're going to die anyway, take up the chair. I want to die at least a hero's death. Let me take this chair and throw it at that bastard. Alright, the first 911 calls reporting the shooting were received around 11:20 p.m. Okay, so that was still Wednesday morning. Or Wednesday evening, I'm sorry, that was Wednesday night. Around 11:20 p.m. Wednesday, according to Dean Hellis, and the CHP officer arrived on scene and engaged the suspect by 11:26 p.m., he said. As soon as they walked in, basically, the gunman started shooting at them. A motive in the shooting was not immediately clear, but there never is. We never tell weeks later why the shooting took place. But Dean said there was no evidence linking the attack to terrorism. Right. You fearing for your life. That's terror. He killed multiple people. Terror. Usually in a terrorist attack, multiple people are killed. He came there with a plan to kill people. Terror. That was it don't have to be for usually when they think of terrorism, they think of for some religious, political reason. You can be a terrorist just going there just to harm and maim people, which he was. He still caused terror. So it was an act of terrorism in my book. Police believe the weapon used was a handgun. We don't know for sure because they say they believe it was a handgun. 11 victims and a shooter were found dead inside the bar by responding emergency personnel. So like usual, the killer, after he killed all those other innocent people, he can't take getting his punishment, so he had to kill himself too. He had to kill himself too. Alright. Tyler Whitler went to Borderline to celebrate her 21st birthday. Like I said, young college students. On Wednesday night, she was dancing with friends in the bar when she heard what sounded like firecrackers. Guns usually sound like firecracker. So that, I guess 4th of July got us messed up too about this. Not just Hollywood, 4th of July, we hear all that crackling and banging. So we don't know if it's a gun or not when we hear the real gun go off. We think it's a bunch of firecrackers. Until we see people running and panicking and blood everywhere. She quickly turned and followed the noise, only to find a man holding a gun near the entrance. Like usual, they blocking the entrance so no one can get out easily. No, he said, no one leaving this place. I'm going to take as many as I can. Erica, segment 19, says she began to race toward an exit as soon as screams erupted. I'm a Thousand Oaks resident, she said. This is a safe place. My parents let me go here. This is a trusted place. To know that this happened in my safe place is a very, very scary thing. Young lady, there is no place safe on this planet. Every place has an element of danger to it. Everywhere. See, that take him out of that little illusion. It's an illusion to think you're safe. Violence can happen anytime, anywhere. The FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force, okay, you see it? Now it says not terrorism, but the Joint Terrorism Task Force is on scene. Was sent to the scene according to an agency spokeswoman. Representatives from the U.S. Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives were also dispatched. Alright, so right here, in this little scene, we see young people. Full of life, full of energy. Now they have to have this scar on their soul for the rest of their lives. Many of them probably have to go to see therapy for the rest of their lives because of this. Whenever they see somebody in black, all black, they probably think of that gunman from now on. They see somebody in a hoodie, they think of the gunman. Like in the military, most of them have traumatic stress incidents. This will give you traumatic stress, especially if your friend or loved one was killed in this. So they're going to carry this in their soul for the rest of their life. It will be a scar on them in their spirit. The number of people injured is likely to rise, said Ventura Sheriff's Captain Gorio Kurgan, as many victims transported themselves to area hospitals and emergency rooms with injuries. Dean said at least 10 other people who went to area hospitals had suffered from injuries trying to escape the bar, but were not shot. They probably got cut by the glass as they escaped from their window, instead of taking that chair and throwing it at the assailant. It was not immediately clear how the suspect died, according to Dean, and the identities of the victims were not immediately released. That's going to be true, because they don't know if he died from his self-inflicted or did he die from police gunfire. Wednesday nights are college theme nights open to students as young as 18, according to the bar's website. Witness said the event is popular with Moorpark's college students, and the Pepperdine student newspaper tweeted that students from its campus were also inside at the time of the shooting. Some witnesses said the bar is a hub for country music fans. Many of the attendees Wednesday night normally attend the Stagecoach Country Music Festival in California, and tragically, some were survivors of the massacre at the Route 91 Harvest Festival in Las Vegas that left 58 people dead just last year. Large crowds were forming in the area as friends and family members arrived at the scene to try and find out if their loved ones had survived the assault. Some who escaped the gunfire could be seen frantically talking on phones. As I said, the benefit of cell phones. Talking on phones, desperate to get information on friends or family members who may have been trapped inside, announcing the name of the people they were searching for during live television interviews. A hotline has been established for those seeking information about their loved ones, according to Ventura County Fire Department, which urged people to call 805-465-6650. Once more, 805-465-6650. Nellie Wong, who was also celebrating her 21st birthday on Wednesday night, said she scraped her knees, diving to the floor when the shots rang out. Very good. Good, young lady. She did what you're supposed to do when shots go off. If you can't throw the chair at the person, you don't see him, you fall to the floor. Fall to the floor, so if he's shooting, the bullets go right over top of you. Wong said she believed the gunman, who was dressed in a black hoodie, black shirt, and black pants with a scarf obscuring his face. Like most of them, they love to hide their face through smoke bombs as he entered. So he wanted to discombobulate those people inside. He wanted them to catch them off guard. He threw that smoke bomb. And if you're throwing a smoke bomb, yes, you're going to be coughing. So I guess you can't think about throwing no chairs when you're coughing and having trouble breathing. So he totally tried to make them sitting ducks. You coughing, you wheezing, you're not thinking about throwing no chair in. Thank goodness he didn't see me at all. I immediately stopped moving, stopped breathing, said Wong. Very good. She pretended she was dead. A student at California State University, Channel Islands, and Carmelo. My heart was pounding really fast. I'm sure it was, because all of us would have had a pounding heartbeat. It was pounding so hard, it felt like it was going to jump out your chest. Savannah Steth was standing outside crying with multiple cuts on her arms. I guess she got the cuts from crawling out, from screaming out that window. There are no words. Those are my people, she said. It's just not fair. It's not fair. But remember, in life, nothing is fair in life. People are born poor. People are born rich. Some die young. Some die of old age. Some have cancer and some don't. Life is not fair. R.B. Ryan, 27. Okay, so here's when a person in their late 20s of Newbury Park was the first in front of the restaurant with at least 15 friends when a man came in and started shooting at the city. So as soon as he stepped in the door, he started shooting. He did not survey the place. He walked in with his gun out. The gunman shouted something. Like usually terrorists, they shout something out, especially when it's a religious-based terrorist. They scream something out, then they do their terrible act. The gunman shouted something, but Ryan could not hear what he said, because I'm sure all the music, they're screaming, they're shouting and having fun, eclipsed the sound of his voice. A friend threw her onto an outdoor balcony as the gunfire rang out so she could escape. So that's very wonderful. Her friend had the heart of a hero. She saved her friend and put herself in danger, said Ryan, who feared some of her friends were still inside the bar. This is the second time this year Thousand Oaks has seen violence in a crowded area. In March, a man shot and killed his wife before attempting to shoot himself at the Thousand Oaks Mall. But this is slightly different. A man shot his wife. Domestic violence has been taking place ever since human beings walked on the earth. The man did not go there to say, I'm going to shoot everybody in sight. He went there to take out his spouse. I'm sad that it happened. I'm very sad that he killed his wife. But he went there for a particular reason, to kill his wife. As I said earlier, domestic violence has been happening for thousands of years. The man has taken out his wife, and the wife has taken out her husband. But he didn't go there to take out the whole mall. Around 11:30 a.m., dozens of people lined the sidewalk in Moorpark as police. Now this was 1:30 a.m. on Thursday morning. As police lights flashed through the darkness, some sat on a concrete hill and watched from their perch. Employees and friends who had friends inside the bar huddled together, some hugging and asking one another if they had any updates from loved ones. Tyler Olderkirk, 21, started working at the bar as a security guard 2 months ago. He said he knew everybody at the bar Wednesday night because he was there so often, but he was struggling to reach friends. So this is going to hurt this young man, hurt him dearly, because he knew all the people, I believe it was 13, who life ended. He knew all of them. He joked and laughed and talked with them probably on a regular basis. I can't get anything to anybody that's in there, he said. I had a friend call me in a panic, thinking that I was there. Carl Egger, a 24-year-old Tarzan resident, said he had 21 friends inside the bar where he is a regular. The bar is extremely popular hangout for Moorpark college students on Wednesday nights, according to Egger, who was speaking with friends who were inside when the shooting began. One texted him that she was hiding in a bathroom, fearing for her life. But okay, that's understandable. If you're in a bathroom, you will hide in one of them little stalls, you will try to lock that door, close that door, just do something. When you're in the bathroom, you're not going to come out there and act like you're Superman and trying to be the hero. You're going to hide, no matter who you are. But Edgar said he was hopeful that his friends were safe. Some of them, sadly, had been through this before. They are few friends we can't get a hold of. But in these situations, people usually turn off their phones to be safe. Yes, they do, so they don't get shot by the killer. The phone start ringing while you laying on the floor. He get angry, shoot you and the phone. To be safe, so I'm not going to get too worried. A lot of my friends survived. Route 91, he said. If they survive that, they will survive this. So he is a hopeful person. Alright, the person who wrote this article, time staff writer Wang Gong Lin II and Andrea Costello contributed to this report. Now, people, this channel is based on Bible themes. So I'm gonna read a couple verses from the Bible about the hardness of the human heart. This is from Ephesians chapter 4, verse 18. They are darkened like that gunman, and their understanding alienated from the life of God because of the ignorance that is in them, due to the hardness of their heart. They alienate themselves from God, and they alienate themselves from their fellow man. This is coming from Jeremiah 17, verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately sick. Who can understand it? So you see from the Bible, it says the human heart is desperate, wicked, and many people have hardened their hearts, like we see with many people in the world today. They have hardened hearts. They don't care about themselves. They don't care about their fellow man, and they definitely don't care about God. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. I'm sorry for the terrible loss that has plagued the United States and this world. On a regular basis, we keep hearing about these mass terroristic killings that happen all over the planet. I pray that that the young people who died, who passed away at the scene, that they left with joy. They did leave with joy in their heart. I'm sorry that the killer killed them. I pray that they had a swift, quick death, that they did not suffer and linger on. I pray that you would give comfort to their friends, to their family members, to whoever they loved in this life. I also pray for the family members of the killer, that people don't try to get revenge on them, to try to slander them or insult them. They did not participate in this killing in any way. Their hard-hearted relatives took part in it. So I especially pray for his family member and his friends that they do not face any retribution because of the acts that he did. I thank you for saving the lives of the vast majority of the people in there, because I'm sure it was hundreds of people in there. You saved hundreds of lives. So again, thank you for that. Amen. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Keep the people in California in your prayers. Thank you, and y'all have a wonderful day. God be with you.